right, coming up next to the stage. Very funny comedian. She's a local favorite. Get your hands together for the very funny Chelsea Shorte, everyone.
How are you guys doing? All right, you're doing great. All right, great. Let's get started. I was on Facebook the other day, and my new sister-in-law was just kept posting about my brother and her had just gotten married, so they were posting about their anniversary, like pages and pages, comments and comments. They've only been married for about a year, but everyone's been asking them, when are you going to have kids? When are you going to have kids? When are you going to have kids, right? But I'm a millennial, so whenever I hear people asking them about when they're going to have kids, I only think about myself and think about how much I don't want to have kids, don't want to have kids for the most part. The only times I do want to have kids are when I'm admiring something about myself. Do you guys feel that same way? Yeah, you. That's a knowing laugh. And it's never something good. It's never like, the next generation needs to know about my moral fortitude. I can't wait to raise an upstanding citizen. It's always something like, I need an heir and a spare for these dimples. These calves can't die with me. I must have minions. That's the only time I want to have kids. I actually have an interesting theory about having kids or not having kids. My theory is the harder it is for you to get your chromosomes out, the more worthwhile that kid would have been. I'll explain it a little more, right? So, ladies, you know how, every couple of months you have a really easy cycle and you think to yourself, that one would have dropped out of high school. You know, it's... it wasn't worth it, right? But then the next month, it's bad. The cramps are bad, you can't sleep through the night, you can't even work out, right? I feel like that's the egg just knocking on the door hey, Mom. Can I call you Mom? Mom, listen. If you can find a man in 3 hours, I go to Mars. While I'm president of these United States, I speak 3 languages, and oh yeah, I've got dimples, right? Mom, he just needs a GED. That's how strong I am on my own. Let's do this. I've had a few valedictorians, you know. I've also had a few kids that wouldn't stop using diapers until they were 6. So, I've run the gamut there. All right, so for guys who cannot relate to that, you know how sometimes it's just oh man, it's really good. And you're thinking to yourself, he would have been all pro. Man, I wish I hadn't put him in a butt. That's the level of kid the ones you wish you could get back is what I mean. I don't know if you could tell by my shoulders, I am a lesbian. Interesting thing, though, I never really understood what was going through people's minds when they saw me and my girlfriend walking hand in hand. I never, I could tell they were giving me a look, but I could never see what was behind the look. What were they thinking? Until I had a hyper experience a couple of weeks ago. Here's what happened. My girlfriend and I were both home on a Wednesday. I was working from home and she had the day off, so we decided, okay, let's go, have lunch in the neighborhood, right? So we go have lunch. Our bellies are full. We're happy. The sun is shining. So we're walking back home hand in hand. And it's peaceful. Until, skirt, a homeless man on a kid's bike, a shirtless man on a kid's bike rides up to us, and he's just 2 ladies? We didn't really know what to say to that, so we were just good day to you, and we kept walking, right? We kept walking. We go about a half a block when, skirt! He comes back, and he's 2 ladies? We were yeah, 2 ladies. And we thought, this is the end of it. Nope. He follows us for the next 15 minutes. Just, 2 ladies? 2 ladies? 2 ladies? Like he couldn't, it was almost as if he was working out a math problem and he couldn't believe that he kept getting the wrong answer. He was like, wait a minute. Let me do it again. 2 hands holding each other. 4 boobs. 2 boobs per lady. Means I'm looking at 2 ladies? Like he just couldn't get it. And the thing about it was, like, we knew he was insulting us, but it's really hard to come back from an insult that's just a description. Like, that's really hard, because I mean, if I had been like, shirtless man on a kid's bike, he would have been like, that don't faze me. I can adopt kids in all 50 states. Like, it wouldn't have hurt him, you know? Y'all did it. Why are you booing me? Y'all passed the laws. Straight people pass the laws. The thing about it was, like, I couldn't get back to him, like, there was no way I could come out looking good, right? Because he was insulting me, but if I had come back with something real aggressive, like, get the hell out of here, dude! Leave us alone! Everybody else on the street would have been like, why is that dyke so angry? You can't just yell at shirtless people on kids' bikes. You gotta be gentle with these people. So we didn't know what to do with him. He lived with us now, so. All right, you guys have been great. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Chelsea Shorte, everyone!